Hey, we're back. We are in a 175-year-old building, and
Yes.
sometimes we like we said, we're human. We have real world problems, and,
Yep.
and we lost our internet connection for just a little while. Uh, but we thought the last 5 minutes were great. Uh,
Yeah.
but we're gonna do it again.
Right.
How about that? Uh,
Reset.
okay. So I had some things written down here. So let's just go over some of these topics while our internet and everything's working just
Sure.
fine.
I got 5 minutes till this
Yeah.
segment
Okay, there
concludes.
must be something going on downtown that we don't know about as far as the internet. But one of the things that I wrote down was, and we talked about last week, was practicing gratitude.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you expand a little bit on that for everyone out there?
So practicing gratitude can be very concrete. Essentially, it's waking up in the morning or whenever you have time to list 3 things that you're grateful for. This could be even, I'm grateful that I had a pillow to sleep on last night. I'm grateful that the sun came up, etc. So we all have something to be grateful for. And so essentially, it's shifting your perspective so that you can continue on your day and have more fulfillment and ability to deal with stress.
I think that's even better the second time around than the first time
Tried to
that no one saw
condense
because
it.
we lost our internet.
True.
The last thing that I wanted to cover, this was something that was brought up to us for someone that was watching last week, and I wrote it down. Obviously, it's important. So
Yeah.
talk about venting.
Absolutely. And thank you, Jane, for your comment. With regard to venting, as I responded with, yes, that was maybe encouraged by what Jane called old school therapists. But the problem with that is when you vent with someone, it may be emotion overload for them so that, they may not respond in a very positive way. So with venting, it would be better plan of action to de-stress on your own, take a walk, breathe, take a shower, which has been shown to lower emotion, help you get back to baseline, and then share how you feel versus dumping it on them. So that's my input with venting. It's a win-win. It's better for you. It's better for the person you're speaking with if you de-stress alone first.
People say that, hey, sometimes I just got to vent, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely.
But I know we got to wrap up here in just a second, but I did get a little bit further. I got a couple of hearts still left.
Beautiful.
To finish here, and then I'll be completely stress-free, right?
Yes. It's been shown to be great for all ages. It's a sense of fulfillment because you are creating something, but it's such low brain power that you're relaxing at the same time. So it is definitely good. And then we talked about deep breathing too.
Yes.
Just super easy. You take 4 seconds in, hold it, and out. If you do that about 5 times, you will feel more relaxed.
I'm going to try that later today.
Yeah, and more oxygen to your brain so that you think more clearly.
And just to wrap up real quick, we did get some really good feedback from last week, and we already decided, we've got a few weeks ahead of us here with some really good topics. And I know one of them is comfort foods. And I was talking to you about comfort foods, and you said, James, they're not so comforting. So
yes.
I
know it's hard not to say why.
Don't say anything else about it yet. We want to leave that cliffhanger for people to hopefully be able to watch on a future episode.
Sure.
And the last thing is, we talked about being unplugged, and we said, we could do a whole segment on teenagers and stress.
Yeah.
So
and social media and setting boundaries with that.
Yeah, and
big time to promote your wellness.
Yeah, and not looking at that phone when it's time to go to bed and lay down in bed. So
if you want to sleep.
Yeah, so don't say anything else on it. Get your questions together, send them to us, and when we cover those 2 topics, we'll be able to answer your questions directly for what you're looking for. So coming up, we've got comfort foods. She says they're not so comforting. I think they're delicious.
I do too.
In moderation. And then also, if you're a parent of a teenager, we're going to be talking about some of the stresses going on in the teenage life. So,
Yes, it's shocking, the stats as far as who's the most stressed out in the U.S.
and we've both been teenagers before.
Yes.
Me not too long ago from teenager.
Right.
I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to be covering that in a future topic. So thanks again for being with us here after our technical difficulties.
Right.
And, be sure to just comment and just send us your questions. That's what's keeping us going here. So
Yeah.
just,
I'm sorry.
no,
But,
please.
and if you do want to make an appointment for a behavioral health appointment with a behavioral health provider, James listed the number on the description of the first one. So, like we said before, you just need to be a patient in order to receive that service.
That's right. And also the link that you sent me about 10 stress-related health problems you
Yes.
can't fix, that link is in the first live video that we did just a few minutes ago. So
Yeah.
if anybody wants to check that out on their own, I read over it, and
Yeah.
you're dead on right. That's some
Right.
good
Well, I didn't come
information.
up with it. But another thing is,
You're the expert we established.
Anyway, there's so much knowledge out there. You can Google it as far as many credible sources that come up with de-stressing. Sometimes it's just about being intentional and bringing awareness to something if that's what you want, if you want to feel a little bit more balance in your life.
Well, I'm going to stay hydrated.
Me too.
Okay.
Cheers.
So, good
Thank you so
good
much.
episode today. I'm going to stay hydrated.
Let's hope it
I'm going to work
went
on my
through
drawing.
with
Yeah.
the internet.
Well, we'll check it in just a minute. We'll get some
Yes.
feedback. So I'm going to keep working on my drawing, and I'm going
Take a
to
deep
be
breath
breathing
and
deeply.
have a very great Wellness Wednesday.
Thanks a lot. I hope to see you next week.